To create an expenditure on the Society's finance page, go to the Society's dashboard on the Soxbox website. The first thing is to scroll down, and where it says in the Society's help, go to the third option, which is how to be a treasurer. Click into that and you've got the schedule of allowances. These are up to date as of October 20 and will not be changed for the 21-22 academic year. So click in to see the schedule of allowances. This is the categories that the USCG, which manages the Society's funds, this is where they give you the allowances that you can claim as part of your grant from the Society's office. So you've got your admin cost, your annual party or AGM, capital expenses and equipment, etc. This will be required in completing the finance page, the entry for the finance page. So return to the dashboard, and in the finance section, click on expenditure. Now, as you see from this test society, there is no existing expenditure. So add a new expenditure, and the series of questions need to be replied to. The archive, that will come up as default in the current year. Select the schedule of allowances category. In this case, we're going to choose a special event. So you'll see there that there will be €1,100 is your annual allowance, and the remaining, it'll tell you how much is remaining of that allowance. We'll choose that. Where is this expense coming from? Is it coming from your grant funding, or is it coming from the Society's own money? The Society's own money would be where sponsorship is received, or where there's membership fees collected, or whether you would have collected money, for example, for hoodies. That's where to click on that. But in this case, we're going to go for the grant funding. Is this expenditure associated with an event? Well, in this case, Test SOC has no event up on the calendar. So for the USCG to give you grant money, it is only allowable if the event is open to all members of the Society. The only way we can tell that it's open to all members of the Society is when the event is on the calendar. So there will be a drop down of all your events from the calendar, and you can select the appropriate one. You won't get the money unless it is associated with an event. How this payment is made, it will be made by bank transfer. And then who is the payee? Now the payee will be the supplier, not anybody who's being reimbursed, it's the supplier. So in this case, for example, it's Dunnes Stores. Payee usage, is it available for a single society only or available to every society? Well, somebody like Dunnes Stores, you can pick for every society because every society would use it, but some would be specialised. So I'll choose that one. Now, in many cases, because we don't have any debit cards associated with any of the society accounts, in a lot of cases the committee members will pay for things on their own card, be it software or something that they have to pay over the phone, and then they're reimbursed. So it's really important for transparency that committee members, that their transfers are all above board. So we ask you here, is somebody to be reimbursed? So in this case, we'll say yes. So this is the name of the person reimbursed. So and the title is the event, so it's a movie screening. And the total amount, in this case, we'll say is €40. The expenditure category, in this case, it's catering, if you're buying food for the event. the transaction number. This transaction number is the number that's created once the payment is made on the bank account. There's a 9-digit transaction number given at that time, and that's that transaction number. This is really important for a number of reasons. Firstly, it's the only number that we can use that will track the transaction through the electronic system. So for that reason, it's very important. The other reason is that if a particular Joe Soap, in this case, made 4 different expenditures on behalf of the society, one lump sum would have been paid to him from the bank account, but each of those 4 transactions need to be uploaded separately to the finance page here, and the item that links those transactions together is the bank transaction number. So the total of those transactions on the finance page have to equal the transfer on the bank account to Joe Soap. And the description, it's food. It's important here to give as much information as you can. And the expenditure status is pending, and that it's pending until it comes into us and we approve the payment, and at the same time we'll approve that expenditure from your schedule of allowances. So then you upload the receipt. So click on upload files. Now it can take anything from a photograph or JPEGs to PDFs. So I'm just going to upload a photograph here just to show you. The title is, or the name of the movie maybe that you're showing, and it's €40, and upload and save. So when it saved it, it hadn't been associated with any event on the calendar, so you have to go back up and select the event. So now in this case, there's the movie screening is on the event, so select that and then save. So there on your list, society list expenditure, you'll see all your expenditures will be listing there. The status is pending, but that's from our end that we haven't approved the payment yet. So once the payment is made on the banking online and it comes into us for approval, when we look at the expenditure here and we look at your schedule of allowances, and then we will approve it accordingly. If anybody's got any problems with this, please contact Laura or Mary in the Society's office and we can help you with that.